And we still don't know anything about Mythic Plus because, you know, we speculated that we have new Mythic Plus affixes and how they've changed Mythic Plus throughout the course of Dragonflight. We can probably assume that they're going to have some changes for the War Within one as well.
Also changes to healing, how healing works.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, like,
it's weird because when was this? 2 days ago when I logged into my Holy Priest to do some dungeons with you guys. You know, Holy Priest Serenity is one of its biggest heals, right? On a target that has, I think, about 2 million HP or something, I crit it for 80k. That's not normal. It's either a very big tuning issue or they have something in the works. Because I feel any heal you throw out, at least, and you probably know this, Holy Priests have like the biggest like casted spot heals. You have like big chunky heals, right? Like, yeah. And that doesn't translate anymore in War Within. It's either a tuning stuff, so I'm not making a big case out of it, okay? But it didn't feel right, and my immediate thought was, okay, maybe they're doing something about this.
I'm really hoping that they do. I mean, we've talked about the healing issues with Dragonflight, and this is something that usually you feel a little bit more when you go to the end game part of it, where the yo-yo HP bars is something that we haven't had before. I know people have done comparisons with BFA where the numbers of HP levels were similar, but the HP didn't yo-yo as much back then. It was a much more pleasant healing experience. And the fact that the HP bars burst a lot and the healers have to be able to keep up with that means that the only thing that can threaten us is, you know, instant burst, instant one-shot damage, and that's not fun to heal.
No. A lot of people made really cool videos about the issue, us included, but there was also a lot of content creators that made videos on the topic of big problems with healing in Dragonflight, okay? I don't think it's fun anymore. I think it was interesting, you know, to just that gameplay of always being in tension and on your toes is like, oh my god, at any second somebody can just one-shot you better prep yourself or have a super giga high reaction. That's cool, but I think it really like stressed out everybody, and you can see that in the queues, especially last season you saw it a lot. You wouldn't find any healers, and the issue is there. I don't know how much they are aware. I haven't seen any post or anybody from the Blizzard staff talking about this, but it is there, and if they're gonna do something about it, it has to be done in the War Within. It cannot, like, we cannot wait for season 2 of the War Within. If we go into,
it has to be
in the beta. And this is again another positive thing about, you know, these alpha cycles, and that I do believe this is the first time they did this, where you would have basically an alpha build every week. So you would have like segments of changes put in. Now with the beta, you're gonna have bigger chunks. So if we're gonna have the opportunity to test some possible healing changes, that would be great. Again, I tend to think they definitely gonna do this, especially like looking, because even off heals felt weird. Like apart from,
I mean, when we tested out Red Paladin, I was trying to off heal myself with Flash of Light or even Words of Glory, and I ran out of mana before I could heal half of my HP bar. That was crazy.
Yeah. On the other hand, Mokti, who was playing on Prot, had some huge ass heals. Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk
about. Herald of the
there.
Sun, I think, is just crazy with. Lightsmith was it?
Whatever. So this is it's not consistent. We cannot really pinpoint it, but it definitely needs to be addressed in some matter. And I think the gameplay of, okay, you do have 10 situations, but I do feel that 10 situations should be maybe on boss fights, not necessarily impacts. I feel like
be spread out, not like the norm.
Yeah, they added so many interrupts and casts over the years for mobs and stuff. At this point, it becomes really, really tiring and stressful. It's not fun anymore. It's not challenging. I mean, we love challenging, but that's not translated into how the Mythic Plus dungeons are right now, especially for healers. There's just too much going on for a dungeon, okay? So if you have like spread them a little bit, you know, I don't know, maybe just reduce the impact of big heals, you know, make smaller heals, but then the damage intake shouldn't be like spiky, as you mentioned, okay? Obviously, you're still gonna have like the tanks who take spiky damage. That's a different discussion. Blood Decays, hello, Brewmaster Monks. But I feel like they need to like make it a lot more smoother. I think the gameplay needs to be smoothed out for Mythic Plus in the perspective of healers. All right, so I think we're trying to close this off like an hour.
That
keeps popping in my head. Hey, how about that? And how about this?
We can probably talk for hours, and we'll see how this essentially.